Hey everybody, so this message is for boop. Hi, this message is for Libra. When you get this, give me a call back. No. So there's a couple different scenarios here. So the first 5 minutes should tell you everything. If you have any questions or if you need to get in touch with me for whatever reason that might be, my information is in the description box below. And this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever you have that in your chart, or if you're just feeling like you're in that energy. If the title resonated, cool enough. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple different things. Possibly something that has to do with family matters. Could be childhood issues, or even or like a family emergency where you're having to rush home and where it's kind of like stopping you dead in your tracks. Something that's emotional, something that might hurt maybe someone in recovery. I did pick up on that. I'm also picking up on someone who is someone that might rush into relationships and kind of needing to go back to the drawing board to develop boundaries in who they let in their personal space, who they let in their home. Not even necessarily their home, but like, you know, your personal bubble. Like the fourth house is our home, our roots, just like it says. And that's where like the family thing comes into play. But I see this as like mind, body, and spirit. But I see that as like boundaries, like especially like with your emotions, like rushing into things and not really considering, and this could be you or someone else, not rushing into things, not considering how other people feel or how you feel, something like your own feelings or others. Because Mercury in retrograde, and this could have been like like a couple weeks ago, or something that just kind of like made you pause for a second. I'm also seeing this could be home renovations here. If you moved into a new house, you could be either renovating or just doing like some sort of overhaul where it's like decorating. You know, Libra is about beauty, art. You know, you like to live in luxury. You like a nice environment. Like you have an appreciation for aesthetics for sure. Also, this could be someone who is coming out of a relationship or finding out the truth, something that hurt, because this is the equivalent to the Three of Swords. I'm also seeing frenemies, like or you're needing some support from your friends, or there's a lack of support from your friends. And I see like someone's friends like giving them advice, and it's not necessarily, it's kind of like having you, like you're riding the fence on it because you're not really sure. I know that Libras are known to be indecisive, and it's hard to make up your mind, and simply because you want all parties involved to be like, you just want the situation to be harmonious, like whatever is going on. So it's kind of like you're I'm feeling like you're having to create boundaries with your friendships, with your relationships, who you let in your personal space, who you call friends. Like you have to like kind of just go back to the drawing board and just kind of like rethink things, because everyone just doesn't have your best interest at heart. And I feel like some of you might be actually realizing that. But let's get into it. Let's clarify some of these. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, here you are. Justice with the Ace of Cups. So justice with love, some sort of relationship maybe, or with yourself, or some sort of offer that you might have been, oh, that's my cutest cat shuffling. Something that you were so focused on, yet there were other things that you weren't actually seeing, some other fine details that you weren't necessarily paying attention to. And then the Fourth of Cups, a Fourth of Cups. So, I mean, can be, if in tarot, this can be the Four of Cups. So maybe something with that. But let's see. Four of Cups, that talks about a missed opportunity, but this doesn't necessarily mean you. All right, tell me about the fourth house for Libra. Tell me about the fourth house for Libra. And you might be dealing with maybe a Cancer or a Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Honestly, gang is really all here because we got any water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini. Definitely Cancer, definitely maybe Scorpio. So we have the 4th house for Libra. So we have the 4th house. Why is the 4th house here? Okay. Oh, the 2 of Swords. So needing to make a decision. Okay, I feel like this is always the case for y'all. Like, y'all are needing to make a decision. This could be something with anything that has to do with the home. There's something, a logical decision must be made. And this is like, oh, in the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Swords. So this is something that you're not clear on. You could be someone could be pulling the wool over your eyes. I heard that. And she is blindfolded. And sometimes when you're deep in your emotions, it's kind of hard to see things clearly, especially if you got any Pisces in your chart, which I'm sorry. So we have the 2 of Swords. Why the 2 of Swords? Why is the 2 of Swords here for Libra? Why the 2 of Swords here for Libra? Page of Wands in reverse. So he usually brings good news. Pages bring messages. So this is something you clearly haven't decided yet, or someone else isn't telling you something. Oh, and I did just say that there might be, I'm sorry, the blinds are like, that sun don't play. Yeah, like somebody's not telling you something, and I feel like you're trying to make a logical decision on it, but you can't because you don't have all of the info. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Swords, the Stalker card. So this could be you or someone else trying to dig deeper to find something out, maybe social media. But the page is always like someone younger than you, or you could be younger than them. And it's just like trying to put the pieces together using information that isn't even clear, I feel like. I also see this as like making a decision based on something like that. And it's like, that's not even someone getting emotional about something that they've seen online or something like that, but something of that nature. Let's see, why is Jupiter return here? Or actually, why is the water element here? This is like you having that gut feeling too. Okay, that's too many cards. This could be in business. Some of the cards I flipped over was the Ten of Swords and the Empress. So this could be a work situation. With the Ten of Swords, like that's betrayal, like ultimate backstabbing. And that brings me back to the friends. You could be friends with someone at work and someone throws you under the bus. And you're just kind of like, or maybe you're being put in that position to where it's like you kind of have to go against, you have to make a head over heart decision. Why is the water element here? Ace of Swords. Along with the Ace of Cups. So, because the water element is Ace of Cups. But I'm not seeing it as that. And it could be a love situation. This could be self-love. This can be someone holding back, not speaking on something, but like, and you need that clarity, but it's like, it's coming, because like this is like the Chariot. Like kind of just, okay. With the Moon. So yeah, coming out with something, there's some sort of, something that's hidden, like I said, something you can't see. The Moon speaks about secrets. and of course, like, emotions. And this is also, like, on one path, but it's like, I'm seeing it as, like, two options. Like, there's juggling, I feel. And it kind of knocks you off course, maybe, and it's kind of like, I had everything under control. Like, I got this, and then it's like, you might be going over the details with fine print. Whatever that is. Or with fine print. Going over the details in the fine print. What the hell? What is Jupiter return? Can I tell you that? This could be like with a job situation, and you're having to choose between two. Ooh. Okay. So, the Chariot with the Devil, this is like, oh, okay, so maybe someone has some bad habits that you're kind of just discovering, and you don't want to believe it, and you're waiting for someone to just tell you what these bad habits, like, you want them to come clean without you having to, you know, dig. Because at the bottom of the deck, when we were looking at that one, you know, he's bringing a message, but this person ain't bringing a message. They're not saying anything. And it's like someone having to dig, like, through social media or finding something out. Like, and Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck, this is, I've said this before, like, this Queen of Wands is awesome. But in the reverse, and at her worst, she is kind of a bitch. Like, she'll step on whoever she has to get to the top. But there's like not caring will fly off the handle like a loose cannon, somebody with a temper. And I did say backstabbing with that Ten of Swords that came out, and it's like this only one person is on fire here, but the other person, like, so this could be, if this is a work situation, it's like you guys are up against like someone being called into the office, and I did say someone throwing you under the bus, and it's like they're kind of looking at you like, damn, like maybe there's a harsher punishment or something. And this, I feel like that's right. What about Mercury retrograde? This is the Two of Swords as well. Tell me about what Mercury retrograde for Libra was. Mercury retrograde. The Lovers in reverse. So this could have been someone that you were in a relationship with and you're not anymore, and it's like come back to haunt you. I don't know, but definitely someone that you were involved with, whether this is love or friendship. I'm leaning more towards like coworkers and friends, just because I have this here. And it's like maybe someone was friends with you, or if this is a love relation, a romantic relationship, someone was just using you for the bit, like whatever you brought to the table, they were using you for that. And your friends warned you about it, but you just kind of ignored all the signs. And now that it's coming up, now you found something out, or someone found something out, and it's being exposed, and you're just kind of like, damn, like kind of dwelling on it, looking over like, damn, they were right. And like now you're having to be on the defense because this is the Nine of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck from earlier, this is endings and new beginnings. This is Nine of Swords. It was like your worst fear. Like you kind of thought this and you were warned about it, but you didn't want to believe it. You didn't think it was true, but it is. This talks about our finances, how we make money, what we value, our self-worth. Dang, if you were dealing with a Sagittarius, watch that video. Though maybe the one, there's two. Watch those last two videos, because the one that I uploaded today for Sagittarius, they had these same two cards at the bottom of the deck, and I shuffled these. Yeah, somebody was looking at you as a jackpot, and like now you're kind of needing to, some sort of way, like someone was using you, and you're needing to build those boundaries and take it slow. because this, oh, Nine of Swords in reverse. And this is the Nine of Swords. So remember I said that, you know, this was like your worst nightmare. You don't want to believe it. You thought it was all in your head, but turns out you were right. Your friends were right, or whoever. This talks about taking it slow. This is also the Ace of Pentacles, but if you ever get into a new relationship, new job, it's important for you to kind of look at the fine print and read things from the way they are. You're an air sign. You're capable of this. Like, you can cut through the bullshit. You know when somebody's lying to you. I think that sometimes we just get caught up in love sometimes, or like our emotions get involved, and it's kind of hard for you to go in a different direction at that point, because it's like, well, now you're torn. And that's like the worst thing for a Libra. And this is the Two of Wands, and with the Three of Wands here, it's like you're going forward. This is something that you have to do. Like, that's really what's at play here. So tell me about the Grand Cross. Tell me about the Provoker. And when this shows up in the birth chart, this showed up in the Sag reading as well. When this shows up as a transit, this is you having to, like, you focusing on one thing. Like, you're having to, like, you have no choice but to focus on it. You have no choice but to actually look at it for what it is, because it's just that planetary transit, when this shows up in your birth chart, like, you could be looking at your opposition, but it's like these two are the curveballs that you're missing. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is like the Nine of Wands, like being on the defense. Like, you've been through a lot, fighting a lot. You don't want to fight no more. You got one last fight in you, though. And that could have been the past energy, where it's like, I've been through a lot. Like, there's no way, like, these people would hurt me. Like, I've gone through the friend screening. Like, I know everybody in my circle solid, but they're not. Some of them just aren't. I mean, they always say it's the ones that are closest to you. So this could be your friend. Why is the Grand Cross here? King of Wands in reverse. This is someone who is promiscuous, someone who just kind of, this is the hoe of the kings, like in reverse, the hoe. And just doesn't care. Like, when he's in reverse, I kind of look at him as the Knight of Wands. Like, he's in and out. Like, he can be, sorry, you probably can't see that. He's in and out. You probably, like, you know, he just kind of tells you what you want to hear, and everything is kind of like sexually driven for him. And I placed him over here, and I'm thinking, like, you looking over here, what I just said, you looking at your opposition, and these two are curveballs, so that's the curveball. And right here at the bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Pentacles, so this is like the apprentice, you know, just starting to work at something, putting in hard work. So you see he's young here. So this could be someone, I don't know, I just heard somebody you went to school with, or maybe they're in school, or if this is work, this is like a new hire, this is someone, a rookie, someone who is not on your level. That's what I just heard. Tell me about Saturn. Why is Saturn here? Tell me about Saturn. And if I didn't say that this was Three of Swords, this is Three of Swords. Ooh. Okay. I don't know which one here. I'm gonna put these back. I just want one card, y'all. Let's give you one card for Saturn. All right. Ooh. So this speaks of a commitment. So like I said, this was I said that this is someone, this is the cheater, this is the hoe, this is marriage, tradition, something where two people had to like a commitment. And this is something that is something that you have to honor. And if the match with the Three of Swords, like someone didn't honor their vows. And for a Libra, that's the ultimate betrayal, because you guys, you rule partnerships, like whether it's business or romantic, like this is your arena. So it's like when you feel like someone has slighted you, it's like, okay, y'all have no problem putting that, you know, that business hat on, like, okay, you're going to treat the marriage as a business, as a business at this point. And it's like, okay, now I got to get legal. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Six of Swords, and this is your worst nightmare. Nightmare. Maybe someone's doing something at night. Clearly. This was your worst nightmare, and it's like, you never thought that you'd have to do this. Like, Five of Swords are in front of him. This is like mind games, but you're taking the truth with you, and it's like, this is moving on or moving towards. So I did say earlier, if you were rushing into a relationship or something like that, it's like, this might be what's in front of you if this hasn't happened yet. Tell me about the 11th house. Oh. Okay, this is Page of Pentacles in reverse, and I did see this Page of Pentacles, and I said, when I was shuffling, and I said, this is something, you're so focused on one thing, and you're not seeing, you're not reading the fine print, you're not really seeing it. And with the Empress in reverse, this is someone who is not happy. You're not happy with the situation, whether this is you, or this is the other person, or maybe your friend or an outsider. This one wanted to come out, but I caught it. These two wanted to come out, but I caught it. And so if I'm going to put it back in the deck, but if this correlates to this, this is like someone making a foolish decision. This is like, I did say mind games at the bottom when I saw that Six of Swords. This is someone who is manipulative. The King of Swords takes, makes logical decisions, as he should. He makes head over heart decisions, but in the reverse, like, he uses his powers for bad. Just to get ahead. And it's like, with the Fool, like, he doesn't care who gets hurt. Like, he's not caring about what anybody thinks. So I'm gonna put this back in the deck. If it comes out, then it was supposed to be there. Oh, so that's just reiterating what we just already know. So this could be you or someone else, but I still want to, and at the bottom of the deck, we have Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So this does talk about like cycles, like, but it also talks about like, with the upright, it's going in your favor. Like I just heard dodge the bullet. So if you were about to marry someone, or you're about to, you might want to do some extra research before you make this commitment, because it will more than likely end up this way, I feel. All right, so let's throw you an advice cord. Messages for Libra regarding this spread. Okay. Messages for Libra regarding this spread. Choices. All right, this is clearly, at the bottom of the deck, there's Mother Earth. All right, so this is like a common thing with y'all. I should have known this would have come out, but I honestly thought, like, you know, maybe it's gonna be different today. what is that, an 8? This is a cycle. 8th house. Okay. To make your decision, ask yourself, which experience best allows my soul to grow? If you have drawn this card, you've come to a crossroads in your life where choices and decisions need to be made. This period can be quite challenging as you weigh your options. Your mind tells you one thing and your heart feels differently. Wow. The mind, with all its logic, reinforces your core beliefs in what is safe and secure with creature comforts and stability. Your heart, on the other, pushes you to explore possibilities and adventures that seem all too foolish and irresponsible to the mind. Dearest one, your soul longs to grow, evolve, and expand to higher states of consciousness. Your heart knows this, as it is the guiding force within you. The mind is the vehicle that assists you in getting to where your heart needs to go. Are you growing in your current situation? Whether it is in a relationship or working environment, that called it right there. Or does spirit have to bring outside influences such as changes in your working environment or new friendship that causes you to review your current relationship? Oh my God. I can't make this up. Thank you, spirit, come through. If it is external influences that are pulling at your heartstrings and not your current situation, then it's pretty clear that the place you are in is not serving your highest good. It may be serving you on a physical creature comfort level, and I did say sex, but your heart and soul needs more. You need to be challenged and pushed to make breakthroughs. Why play it safe? You have one life to live, and the mission isn't to be cautious. Our goal is to grow and expand. Closing doors in your life may not be easy. Trust your heart and inner guide that you are being taken somewhere beautiful. You are not alone. Divine guidance surrounds you continuously. An affirmation for this card is, I am courageous as I listen to the guidance from my heart. So I feel like that coincided really well. Like that was perfect. So if this resonates, go ahead and like, share, subscribe if you haven't, comment if it resonates, or don't, whatever. And if you want a birth chart reading, my information is in the description box below. And thank you guys for all of your support. I really appreciate all of you, and good luck with everything.